Hey everyone, it's Andrew. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a video doing an unboxing, review, and initial setup or installation of the Kingfun 80-inch L-shaped couch. This is going to be a mid-century modern couch with a chaise lounge. I recently purchased this because I moved to this new apartment. Was looking at different couch options, wanted to go with the mid-century vibe and really like the design of the wood legs on this. Additionally, the color options available, the beige seem to go best for the apartment. And so what we'll do in this video is I'll take everything out of the packaging and then we'll walk through putting it together. And then at the end, I'll provide like a general review as far as comfort. As far as price, this is $300 online. It's shipped in 2 boxes, as you see. Nothing complicated for shipping. The other thing I did want to mention is that the reviews are pretty good at this for this, and then the photos are really what pushed me over as far as purchasing this as compared to other options, because it did seem like people really liked it. So first off, what I'll do is I'll just open all these boxes and take everything out. I'm not going to do that on camera just to save time. Alright, so here's everything that came in both boxes. I kind of laid it out to get a sense of how this will be put together. But there's going to be 2 cushions that'll go on the bottom part, for that's like where your butt sits on it. There are 2 separate pillows that are matching, which I'm just going to put aside just so they're out of the way. You have these end pieces, 1 and 2. They are angled a little bit differently, but I suspect that this curved end will point out into the front rather than the backwards, so it'll sit like this. Then you have the back cushion on the one side and the longer back cushion on the other side, and then you have the base pieces here. And then lastly, there's a couple items. So there's 3 sets of legs here that are wrapped up, and all the hardware is in here as well. So it looks like everything's here for what we need. No issues as far as that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read through the instructions. I'll kind of show you those on camera and then walk through putting this together step by step so you can do it at home as well. So to make this easiest, they do have an instruction manual, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go by the instructions step by step. So step 1 all the way through to the end, and we'll walk through it 1 step at a time, and I'll label each step just so you can follow along. Okay, so here's all the hardware that is included. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs. Each of these actually has a cushion on the bottom that protects it from scraping. And I believe 4 of these have a screw on the top there. The other ones actually have like a wood peg, and then there's a screw slot there. So we'll go through that when we get to it. Then there's these 4 separate ones that are like plastic washers, which I believe will be for these for inserting on. Then there's, I believe, 16 of these bolts, okay, which will be used to screw it on, with an Allen wrench, which you can use to secure this. And then additionally, there's supposed to be washers for each of these. However, it was not included in the packaging. So I went over to my local Lowe's, got 5/16, which is this bolt size, washers, and the benefit of this is it'll prevent it from damaging the wood and distributing the pressure a little bit better. Because when I looked at the couch, the holes for this are a little bit wide, and so my concern is if you over tighten it or you start moving the couch, you could potentially crack the frame or anything like that. So definitely get the washers. If you don't have them, you could probably reach out to the company and have them send it, but for this it was like 20 washers for $5, so I didn't complain about that. And it's relatively simple. But now we'll walk through putting the couch together. Alright, so for step 1, what you'll need is the longer backrest, which is this piece with the beige background, and then the longer seated area. What you're going to do here is, it's going to be hard to see on camera, but basically there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screw holes that will screw directly into the base into here. So you can just put this flat like this. And then on the back side of this, when you lift it up, there's going to be holes here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so what you do is just rest this directly onto the couch cushion here. Make sure generally it's lined up and you can just support it. And then just hand tighten, take a screw plus a washer and just slide it in and hand tighten it. so that it's all the way flush. All right. And the benefit of the washer is it's going to distribute the weight or pressure more evenly, and it'll prevent causing pressure directly on the wooden frame. So do it on the one end there, and then do it on the other side here, and line it up, okay? All right. And then get these two secure first, because then it'll be sitting in place, and you won't really have to hold it as much, and it's less likely to fall. And then basically do the same exact thing for all of the holes here. So there should be 7, so I'm going to do that now. All right, so hopefully you can see this, but basically all of them are hand tightened. Now take the Allen wrench that's included and basically just get this so that it's completely tight. You don't want to over tighten it because you can damage the wood, but really you just want it secure so it doesn't loosen or anything like that. And you're just going to basically do this for all 7 of the bolts. All right, so that was step 1. Once you have that complete, the next step, you're going to need a couple items. So first off, you'll need 2 of the legs with the pegs or the screws on the top, and an additional washer for each. All right, so just prep it like that. So you've got those 2, and then you're going to need 2 of the other legs which have the wooden pegs, as well as two more of the screws with the washers. And so for this step, on the side that is to your right, or this side, you're going to basically just put the peg in here with the washer, just screw it all the way tight. Okay. Don't over tighten it, and then you're going to do the same thing for this bottom one. And I'm not really sure why they have the separate legs. The only thought process I have is that these are straight up and down, versus those are angled, which give you that mid-century modern look. But these are both tight, so that's the step on that side. And then the other side here, you're going to use a washer and a screw, slide it. Actually, you can't use a washer on this one, I believe. Yeah, the washer's a little bit too big, at least the 5/16, so we're not going to use a washer. But you're just going to slide this into place so it sticks out the top. And then you're going to basically slide this so that the peg side, which allows it to angle outwards, is pointing outwards, and there's actually a groove for that. And so you just slide it in, and then you're going to basically use the Allen wrench to tighten this. It's a little bit difficult, so I'm going to do this real quick and tighten it, but then you're going to do virtually the exact same thing for here. Obviously you can't use a washer, but you're going to do that, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay, so this is what it looks like after you attach the legs. So the straight legs are on the left-hand side, or on that side, and then the angled ones are here. I will say that with the angled ones, with the bolt and the Allen wrench, it does take a lot of time, and it's kind of frustrating and annoying because the Allen wrench doesn't really reach easily into here, and you only can turn it like half a turn at a time, so it takes a while. So if you do have a screwdriver that has an insert for an Allen wrench, I'd recommend using that instead, just to speed this along. But now what you'll do is you'll just turn this upright, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so next up we're going to add the armrest to the side of this. There's 2 separate armrests. How you can delineate it is the bottom's going to be where the black is. All the cloth is going to be on the top, so you can see it that way for each of them. And then the difference between these 2 is one bracket's going to be on the lower side on the bottom right, and then the other side is going to be up on the top side, and then the other one is going to be virtually at the opposite. So you see these lower brackets are here versus the upper brackets are here. And so for this, what you'll have to do is just look at the brackets on the side. What you're looking for is this one where the bottom one is on the right-hand side of this, and then make sure you have the black facing down, and then you'll just slide this into this slot for this bracket. So there you go, and so you just push it all the way down, it'll fit snug, and once you have it in, it'll be sturdy. So that's what you do for the armrest for the next step. The next step is going to be constructing the other side of the couch, which is virtually the same exact steps all over again. So you'll need the longer piece here for the chaise lounge part of it. There's going to be the beige liner, which will face this way or outwards on the couch, and then you're going to have the back of the couch. And for this, you're going to have to lift this part and put it lined up with 4 holes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom of the couch. And so Sorry, it's a little bit hard with the angles and such. But you basically just get it lined up, do the exact same steps. And so have your bolts ready with the washers. And for this, it's probably definitely easier to get this lined up and hand tight first so you can hold it. Still support it so it doesn't fall and crack or break or anything like that. Then you're gonna line up the other side and tighten this one up hand tight. And then you're gonna do the other two, 1, 2 as well. So I'll do that off camera. Okay, so all 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4 are in place and hand tight. Now what you want to do is just get this secure and tighten it up all the way for each of these. All right, so once you have that tight, the next step is virtually identical to what we did previously. And so you're going to have one of the legs that's going to have the washer on it. That's going to go on this back or bottom corner here, which isn't going to be exposed. The other 3 legs with the wooden pegs are going to go here, here, and here. You can delineate it because this one here has a single slot versus the rest of them have 2 slots for the wooden peg plus the screw. And so basically you'll just put on the legs very similarly to what you just did. Okay, so now the legs are attached and secured. It did take a long time with the Allen wrench like we had as far as on the other side. Now you'll just put this upright and then you're going to attach the armrest very similarly to as what we did before. So the black is going to be facing downwards and then you'll have the beige pointing out. And what you want to do is just slide it into this bracket. Okay, so it's a little bit frustrating to get on. You do have to like maneuver it, but once you have it in the slots, you basically just slide it all the way down and make sure it's secure and flush and not moving. My recommendation is line up the back one first, then line up the front one. Because of the cushion here, it's a little bit harder to do that, but that's the step as far as doing that part. Okay, so the next step that you're going to do is you're going to attach each side of the couch together. So on the inside here, there's similar brackets that you just dealt with as far as the other portions of it. I've already messed with this and kind of got frustrated and realized the problem. And one thing is make sure that you do not lift this side onto here because that's not how it's set up. What you want to actually do is lift kind of the chaise side onto the brackets here. I'm not going to do this on camera just because it takes a while, but what you'll have to do is line up the back part first and then the other one. It's a little bit frustrating because you have to get it lined up perfectly. Okay, so it did take a while, but I finally got this on. It was kind of frustrating because you get one on and then the other wouldn't slide into place and then you kind of have to go back and forth. But it's sturdy now. Basically, it's one unit. As long as you have it secure and pressed down, it won't slide or anything like that. Now what you'll do is there's actually Velcro on here with this like cloth that protects the Velcro from catching anything. Take those off. So there's one there, 2 here, and then there's one on the back side here. Okay, and that exposes the Velcro. And then there's going to be 2 separate larger cushions that are vacuum packed. What I recommend is use scissors, okay, just on the edge, and then tear this or cut it without damaging the cushion. I would not use a knife in this instance because you don't want to cut the cushion. But pull this one out, okay, and then I'll just put this here for now, and then very similarly open up this other one. Alright, so you have 2 separate cushions here. They are a little bit different, there's subtle differences here. So one cushion is going to have black, like an entire black rectangle, okay? The other one's going to have the black extending all the way to the back. For this, what you'll want to do is take the one that is extending all the way to the back, and that's going to be the one that goes on this longer side. And so you just slide it into place. And with the black cloth, it secures onto the Velcro there. And then on the other side, let me make sure there's no zipper or anything like that. So there's a zipper on the back side here, so you want that facing the back end. And you'll slide that into place there. And so these actually, it's like a foam material. It actually puffed up off pretty much immediately. This one's not really wrinkled whatsoever, but there are some subtle wrinkles on this one. I'm sure that'll go away with time. And usually with these like vacuum packed foam type materials, you do want to wait about 24 hours to allow it to fully expand. So if you can avoid sitting on the couch or anything like that, that's beneficial there. So that's everything as far as putting together the couch. And then it does come with 2 matching pillowcases. These have zippers as well with an insert, and you can just throw these however you like as far as on the couch. And so that's what it looks like. To be honest, I'm actually pretty impressed with this. At $2.99, it's very good quality. Let me sit on it and see. And yeah, it's like a sturdy foam, it's supportive. Probably not the most comfortable, but at $2.99, it's a good price point. I'll say that I previously had a IKEA couch, I don't remember the name, it's like F-R-I-E-H-E-T-E-N. It was a pull-out couch and a sleeper. I had that one, and that one was about $6.99, and that had a sleeper pull-out, but the material for that was very similar as far as the cloth, the design. It did not have zippers on it, so the nice part about these is each one of these plus the pillows have zippers, so you can take this off and clean it. So if you get any stains or anything, you can clean it more easily as compared to that. But it's a good overall price. I'll say that the comfort level, it's pretty sturdy, firm, like a firm foam. What I'll probably do is I'll throw more pillows on this, make it a little bit more cozy and comfortable. But at $2.99, it's a great price. And my kind of criticisms as far as putting it together is the clasps, or as far as the slotting, is pretty hard to get on. It's frustrating. Some people might struggle and need 2 people to do that, so get 2 people if you need. It didn't have the washers, so I had to replace that. Really, you only need whatever, I think it's like 11 washers or so, but if you go to the Lowe's or Home Depot, if you don't have them, just grab 15 or so. It's like $2-3 and it'll save you the trip of going out again. And then the legs are a little bit frustrating as far as using the Allen key. The Allen key works, it's just you can only do half a turn at a time. So if you have like a screwdriver with like that size bolt or Allen wrench, that'd probably be much easier and quicker. But that's all I have for this video. I will kind of throw some pillows and stuff on it, but I'm pretty impressed with it for the price. It really just serves the purpose of a couch in my new apartment for what I need. So thanks for watching. If you have questions, comments, post them below, and have a great day.